ruin a good employee with the promotion? What to do instead to set them up for success? It's time to be an authentic leader. In my 30 plus years in my career, I've seen good employees promoted to new roles. Many times they are leadership roles. And they're promoted because they are star employees. They are excellent at what they do. They are the resident expert. Everyone recognizes their knowledge, and they're simply very, very good at what they do. And then when that promotion happens or the opportunity shows up in the organization, they're immediately thrust into that new leadership role simply because they were a star performer. There have been times where I'm brought in to actually work with these people, especially when they're in new leadership roles who are just failing miserably. And sometimes I can really help them. I can help them when they are hungry to be a better, more effective leader. They recognize that they've got something to learn, and they just simply want some help. But there are other times where I can't help them. What we find out is that they are not hungry to be a better leader. They simply don't want to be in a leadership role. They even miss their previous role where they really excelled and what they really enjoyed doing. Just because you have a star employee does not automatically make them qualified for the next role. Far too often I see where people have the equation that says great employee is a great employee in any role. When done wrong, this can have major impacts on really the entire organization or anyone that this person interacts with. I've actually seen where it ends up really ruining the career trajectory that the employee is actually on, because now they're derailed in a role that they simply can't succeed in or have no interest in succeeding. I have a past client that had brought me in to work with one of their star employees who was promoted to a supervisory type role. They were excellent at their past job. They loved troubleshooting, loved solving problems. They loved producing product and being creative and getting things out the door. And now they were promoted to a supervisor role. They really weren't doing any of that. They were leading other people who were doing that kind of work. The problem is that the employee, they simply loved their old job. They loved what they produced in their old job, and they were automatically thrust into this leadership supervisory type role. They had never led people before, never led a team, had never even led a project before. But because they were that star employee, it was assumed that they would also be a good leader. And they ended up just really failing miserably. They didn't know how to lead. They did the best with what they knew, but they really honestly knew very little about it. And people really ended up not even enjoying working with this person anymore. Years ago, I was part of a management team of a very large department in a corporate headquarters. And we were very careful with every promotion that we gave in the department. We actually clearly outlined what are the requirements and the experiences necessary to go to that next level. So we started out with employees who were simply entry-level employees that then could move on to a senior consultant type role. They then could become a team leader and then ultimately even a manager and so forth. And we really defined what were the experiences and requirements and the demonstration they had to have as they were moving throughout their career progression. There was actually one of the managers had a fantastic line that said once that when people are surprised when someone is not already in that promoted position because of the way they demonstrate themselves in their current role, that is when someone is ready for a promotion. So in other words, when the employee is really performing at that next level already before they're promoted, and people are surprised to hear they're not there already, it makes a lot of sense. Then they're probably ready for that promotion. Before promoting someone in your organization, identify and list what are the demonstrated qualities that they need to have in that next promotion role. What are some experiences they need to have under their belt before they're really ready for promotion? And then how can you support them in giving them those experiences, even giving them the opportunity to demonstrate some of those skills that they have, and then even coach them along as they develop and become more effective in their role. Now, I get it. There are organizations that have immediate needs right now. You may have an immediate need right now. But it doesn't mean that you automatically promote someone into that role because of your immediate need. What you can do instead is to maybe delegate some of the responsibilities to that person who you are considering in that new role. Have them perform in that role before actually promoting them. That way, if somehow they find that they don't enjoy that role or they're not able to be successful, not all is lost, and they can really save face and stay in their current role. But it's also an opportunity to maybe coach them along, help them to develop their skills, and see if they really are ready for that role. Are you thinking ahead about how you might promote someone in your organization? What's the next role, maybe for each person in your organization, and how can you give them opportunities to demonstrate their skills and abilities before that opening actually happens? And then how can you support them and give them those experiences that they might need? Don't rush it. There's really not a need to rush it if you can effectively delegate some of those responsibilities. So please consider that option instead of quickly promoting someone and then regretting it. Let us know what you think about today's video. I look forward to reading your comments. Stay down.